Hello, 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 hello. So today's episode is sponsored by Green's Cuisine. Make sure you guys go follow them for all of your sweet treat needs. They are located in the local Atlanta, Georgia area, but they do travel all over the country, going to car shows in different places. And they may be at a location near you. So make sure you go follow them on Instagram, go follow them on all social media sites. Again, today's episode is sponsored by Green's Cuisine. So, today's guest is the real Nova. I can't lie, I'm very excited. Y'all know I'm really excited to talk to any of the guests that I have coming on the show, but I'm pretty excited to talk to her because it's been a long time coming. I know her schedule doesn't really permit her to sit down a whole lot and do interviews, but she was finally able to have the time to take time out of her busy schedule and sit down with us. So I spoke with her a few moments ago. She should be joining. Oh, there she is. So I'll go ahead and bring her on and we will get. Hey, young lady. Hey, how are you? Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello. Keep it keeps going back
It's
to
okay. I
my
can hear you now. How are you
AirPods.
today?
So
So let me
good. How
just
are
tell you,
you?
I'm always excited because I love what I do to talk to new guests. But let me just tell you the amount of
Hmm.
excitement by, okay, of course, let's just address the elephant in the room. You are a beautiful young lady. So you would think the amount of excitement would be from the men, but the amount of excitement from the ladies because someone does something so dope has been super amazing. And I'm so happy. Yeah, I
That
know,
makes me
right?
happy.
So first, I want to tell you thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk to us. And then I
Uh,
want to go ahead and get started with my question, and then I'll get right into the fans' questions. Okay? All right.
okay.
So tell me how you got into cars.
Oh, um, I had a Scat Pack first. I had a Scat Pack back in between 2018 or 19 to like 2020, and because during that time it was like COVID, so I wasn't really sure if they were going to do the red eye chargers because they had already did the challengers. But yeah, so Jordan, which is the guy that works at Marty, well, he worked at Marty Kinsella
Mm-hmm.
Dodge back in St. Louis. He hit me up, told me that I could put an order in for the
Mm-hmm.
red eye charger. Videos actually on YouTube of me taking it's like a million videos of that day of me taking delivery of it. But yeah, so I had just left New York City and I went back to St. Louis for like 2 weeks to like get all my stuff together. And that's when I moved here to Dallas, but I still had my Scat Pack. Um, and a lot of people thought that I traded my Scat Pack in, but I didn't. I didn't. I wish I did, but I didn't. Um, this guy like hit me up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually driving my old Scat Pack. Um, yeah, so I moved to Dallas. Ordered it on like October of 2020 and it didn't come until like March because it was supposed to come in December. Then it got pushed back to January, then like February 18th, and it got pushed back to like March 15th. But it ended up coming on um, March 3rd. So I left Dallas, went up to St. Louis, and took delivery of it, and that's how
So
all this stuff
before then, you
happened.
were not into cars.
You know, people ask me all the time. They're just like, "How did you get into the car scene?" And what got you into cars? I'm not into cars. I am just a person with a red eye. I'm not into cars. Like I like cars, but to be honest, I'm around Chargers, Challengers. Like I'm around Mopars all day, every day, literally. Like I detail them all the time. So they're cool, but to be honest, like I have a life outside of this shit, and I don't think people understand that. You know, I feel like so many people, their cars is
Huh.
like all they have.
You know, you might touch a nerve when you say that now.
I'm just being honest. Like, you don't like it, come see me. I don't know what to say, but I just feel like, I mean, I'm just going off of what I see though, you know, like what I see on social media, and that's fine. But I feel like if, you know, I feel like you should have motion
They be
outside of that too,
getting
you
mad
know.
with me because I
For
say
me,
some of y'all been lame since kindergarten, and now you got a car, and you feel like
well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I like drag racing. I like my car. I like, you know, all the things I can do with it now. But I'm just saying, I just feel like you should always have like something going on outside of,
right,
you know, the car shit. Because for me, I'm not gonna lie, and it may be because like I'm in Dallas. Like I don't know about, you know, like other states. I would say like back home in St. Louis, like
right,
the car shit is
right,
like
right.
dying out. Like, I mean, with our cars though. First of all, they're not even making our cars anymore, really. So it's like with our cars, it's like the whole car clubs, car meets. I don't go to car events unless, you know, like it's some racing involved, or but like, you know, car meets every Sunday, every Saturday, you'll never see me at. Um, I'm just there for a
Right.
good time. You know, I'm trying to lose my head with this shit. But I feel like um I think I think it's one thing to have, I feel like there's many different things when it comes to me. I feel like one thing is I'm a Black woman, you know, and then it's the hair, and then it's the fact that I detail, and then it's the car, and then it's the car's power, you know, like, so I feel like I'm
Mhm.
like a unicorn in a way. Not, I'm not cocky, so I'm just saying, like, you know,
Oh, you leaving
it's a
out a
lot.
couple of things, but okay.
What am I leaving
the
out?
the main thing that like dudes was hitting me up about you, like we was with each other shooting in the gym, like, who is that? You know, she fine. I'm like, listen, I'm sure she understand the assignment. She know what's going on.
Trying not to touch base on
But
that.
here's the thing. I don't feel like it's cockiness when you work, you know, because I've been following you for some time now. You work out. Like it's not like, okay, it's one thing to go get a body, which is if that's what you want to do, that's cool. But you actually get in the gym and work out. You feel what I'm saying? We see you doing what you do.
Yeah. I mean, I've always worked out though. Like I've had
Right.
abs since high school. I've had abs in high school, but I've just never been like really consistent because I'm always working, you know. Um, but I can honestly say like having my own business now, like I have the, it's like it's demanding, but I also, because like I make and I have my own schedule, um, I have more
Right.
time to do the
Right.
things that I want, you know? So I can honestly say I actually have time to work out now, but like working from home like I used to do, like it's just draining. Like I can't do it. Like it's just it's not discouraging, but it
Right.
just makes me feel lazy, you know? I had to get up out of that.
Well, let's get right into the fans question. So
But
first question is,
okay, just disclaimer. I am not answering any questions about relationships and me being
I
single.
respect
So
that.
I'm not
That
answering
took
none of
half of the
that.
questions off the table. So I was going to condense them. Listen, I was going to condense them into one and ask one question. I was only giving them one question, but I respect that. All right. So, what made you get into the Texas car scene?
Uh, um, so took delivery of the car back in St. Louis, drove it back here, um, and I was, I want to. That was in March, and in April, that's when Herman Demonology had the big showdown event. Um, and that's when I like actually
Mhm.
started like modding the car. It wasn't, none of this was in the plans, you know, all the stuff with the car now. You couldn't tell me that I'll have all that stuff, you know, like in the car, but just supposed to get the car, you know, keep it stock and just enjoy my time. But yeah, uh, Herman had his racing event here in Dallas, asked me to come, and the video of me taking delivery of the car back in St. Louis like went viral,
Right.
like I guess. And yeah, the shit just took off. You know, like you have people that they post and post and post and post and post and post and post, and you know, like they work towards these things because they want to be a content creator, and that's fine. I didn't ask for any of this shit though. It kind of just, you know, like happened. You know, like it doesn't matter what I post. It could be car related, detail related, workout related, whatever. You know, because it's me doing it. You know, it's going to do something. But yeah, after that, there was a car club that there was like some event downtown Dallas. I can't remember, but they invited me and they just put the sticker on my car. I'm no longer in that car club, but yeah, kind of I don't know. It just happened. You know, it wasn't something that I had plans to do. I don't even consider myself to be in the Dallas car scene. Like I'm just here. I have a red eye and I
But
live in Dallas. Like,
that's like, I guess, a
that's what.
testament to the saying that what God got for you is for you. Can't nobody, like, it you tripped and fell on it, but it was for you all along. And you might not even realize or you know or recognize it, but it was for you all along.
Yeah, because coming from St. Louis, like you can tell me that I would have had a YouTube or, you know, you can tell me any of this stuff. It really just happened. And I just look back at, you know, like my old cars, and I just would have never imagined that this would be what I would be doing, especially like detailing. It took me so long. Like I would be so depressed. Like I didn't care about the money I was making. I didn't care about, you know, the benefits, the bonuses. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. It just wasn't working for me. Like working for someone else, having a supervisor, nah, it's just not it for me. And one of the reasons why I left St. Louis was I just felt like I was captive opportunity. And, you know, for me, I don't have kids. So I can pick up and go whenever, you know, I want to. I could move to fucking California tomorrow or back to New York City or whatever, you know. So I just I was in this was last year, 2022. I was in Atlanta for 3 months. So I was in Atlanta between January and March. It was a couple car events that I had out there. I think one was in February or March, but I think one of them got canceled and I ended up coming home. But um, yeah, that's when I decided I wanted to detail because I knew I knew I wanted to do something that was somewhat car related, just not so much Mopar. So I feel like me detailing and that shit going crazy has, you know, like allowed me to, you know, see other cars, know things about, you know, like other cars, learn other cars, and, you know, like be around different type of cars other than, you know, our cars, which I love. But um yeah, it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do, but working for someone else was just not going to happen.
Your story sounds
Not going to
almost like
happen.
mine. I
Anyway,
quit my 16-year career in May of 21, and I haven't looked back.
yeah, sometimes you just got to jump. Like me, I'll jump whenever. I don't care. I'll risk it all. Like if I mean, not literally risk it all, but if I don't like something, like I'll remove myself, job, whatever. But you know, my work from home job, it was from you were working from 9 to 6, and that was the whole day. And some parts of that, you know, by like 3, 4 o'clock, it's dark when it's like didn't have time to work out, didn't have time to like eat. Like it just wasn't ideal for the life that I wanted to live. And yeah, I
How long had
resigned.
you been there?
And
How long had you been there?
hmm,
Okay.
3 years, 3 years. But yeah, shit ain't for me.
Someone wants to know what's your favorite thing about your car?
The blower, the loud ass blower, the blower for sure.
Um, Someone said, would you consider a Lexus GSF? Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah. I
that
don't.
is.
Are you into old cars at all?
Oh,
So you
Chargers.
always been a
Love
Mopar
Chargers, yeah.
person.
I mean, I haven't. So, like, my first car was like a 2006 Hyundai Sonata. I bought that right out of high school. Um, I want to say my second car was, I blew the trans in that car trying to make it go faster than what it could go. And then my second car was like this Ford Fusion. It was like a 2014 black Ford Fusion. And what happened with that car? Someone stole, this is back in St. Louis, someone stole a SRT Jeep and was on the run from the police in it. And I'm on the highway, he's booking it, and he crashes into me trying to get away from the police. So my car is like spinning out of control and like spun into the ditch. So that's why, like, I don't want to say, I don't want to say car accidents, but a lot of shit like with cars, it just does not scare me. I've been in a lot of car accidents because of other people. I've either been hit or I've actually been in a couple car accidents where other
Mm.
people were driving. Um, but
So now,
yeah, that
so
shit
now
don't
you just
scare
ain't
me.
scared.
Yeah, so that car got totaled. That shit was scary for sure because like what was scaring me the most was while my car was spinning out of control on the highway, I thought another
Right.
car was going to come by and hit me. So it was like, damn, like this is really how I'm going to die. But I guess it just wasn't my time, which I'm fine with. But my car after that, I had bought a BMW. I had that for like a month because it just wasn't me. And after that, that's when I got the
So you've
Scat
been
Pack.
so you've been into
Pink.
the Mopars ever since.
Yeah.
So who taught you how to drive the car? Did you teach was it all self-taught or?
Tell myself. Starting out before I even, like started modding anything. Well, no. When I feel like 797 horsepower, some people may not agree with me, but it's really not that fast. I feel like when you start hitting like 900, 1,000 up, that's when, I mean, but it's not that fast for me because
You like speed?
I don't, yeah, I don't like speed, but it's like it just comes naturally. So like it doesn't it doesn't shock me or it doesn't scare me. But you take people that, like have never been in these cars and, they get in the car and it's just like, whoa. But for me, I can honestly say like where my car is now, well, before we get to that, I want to say when it was Probably like back in last year, or maybe well, no, because my car was down most of the year last year. My car was down from May of 2022 to January
Mm.
of this year. Um, I think. But at the end of 2021, the car was very powerful. I lost control a couple times, but I feel like I'm not a person that panics. Shit doesn't scare me. So for me, and when I say lose control, I mean like just a little bit, not like spinning out of control or, like fishtailing all over the place. Like, no. Um, but I was able to gain control back, and, like, that's how I don't crash out. Like, it doesn't scare me. And I feel like a lot of people, a lot of these men with these Hellcats, I didn't say all
Yeah.
men. I didn't say
Yeah.
all
You
men,
did. You did.
but everyone, people panic. People lose control. They're not used to the car. They're not used to the power. So they panic and they crash out. And, next
Right.
thing they're in another Hellcat, which is fine. But it's just like, I feel like you should take the time to get to, learn the car. Like for me, and me being without my car for so long, majority of last year, for one thing, I had to relearn the car. Like, I had been out of my car for so long, I couldn't even remember where some of the buttons were. Like, it
Right.
was weird, but um so there's the whole thing with, having to relearn the car. And then now it's even faster. So um so, those are things that, I had to get used to. But like I said, you just can't panic. When you panic, you fuck shit up.
That's true.
But yeah, I'll admit I've spun a little bit, but nothing crazy to where, like I'm crashing into other people or crashing out or fucking going into a wall or a pole like these, but yeah.
What made you decide to go? So you said when you came to Atlanta and you went back home, you decided to open your own business. What made you decide that it was going to be detailing?
Oh, so um, when I was in Atlanta, um, I was getting my car detailed by a guy out there. I can't even remember his name, but um, like I said, it was just one of those times. I think I was just really going through the motions. How old was I? I was 25. I just turned 24. Yeah, I just turned 24. Yeah, because I had just turned 24. My birthday was in January, and I had events out there. So it was just like, okay, my birthday, events, I might as well just stay out here versus coming back and forth,
Right.
like my dogs. And like, I just didn't want to deal with, that. But um, I was just going through the motions of not wanting to work for anybody else. Like, like I see like people around me working for other people, tired and, having to deal with their bosses. Like, that shit ain't for me
Right.
at all. Like, you tell me to do some shit, I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, it's just not for me. And I don't know if it's because I'm a dominant person and I get this shit from my mom, but and probably my dad. But um, yeah, just I didn't know what it was I wanted to do. Well, actually, fuck that. I had talked. Okay, so I had a detailer here in Dallas. I had a detailer here in Dallas that detailed my cars. Well, my car at the time, my car, but at the time I was working a lot, so I didn't necessarily have time to do it myself. Otherwise, I would do it myself. And I wanted to work with him, and I asked him if I could work with him, and you know, the answer was no. Well, he did. It wasn't him saying no. It was someone else saying no. And I just didn't have time for that shit. You know, like I'm trying to do business. Fuck what y'all talking about. Cool. So
Right.
I think that that was the push that I needed to just do it myself, you know. I feel like I had the following, you know, Texas is a nice place. I feel like enough people would fuck with it and it would go crazy. And that's exactly what it did, you know? I don't care if, you know, I'm booked 2, 3, 4 weeks out, you know, I'm still gonna promote my business. And when I started my business, you know, it just ruffled feathers and, you know, that's expected. It's okay. But I just feel like, you know, if you had your own shit going on, you had your own motion, you wouldn't even be worried about, you know, like what I'm doing. But I think there was a time where, you know, guys were like telling people to like not book with me because I'm a girl and, you know, this all this extra bullshit. Um, but yeah, my shit it's going crazy right now. So
Why do you think that was?
I'm intimidating. Shit comes easy, but also because I work for it. I mean, no one else is doing what I do in terms of no one's actually doing the detailing but me. No one else can
Right.
take credit for it. No one else can take credit for that shit but me. Um, and I just feel like I'm a pretty girl. I'm sorry. I'm a pretty woman. I'm beautiful. I have it all, literally. I have it all, literally. And it's like, I don't, you know, and, you know, it's the same thing with the car stuff. You know, women can't drag race or, you know, girls don't know how to drive. Like, I'm one of the best drivers there are. And,
But you know, one thing I always got, because before I do my interviews, I like to do research on the person that I'm going to be talking to. And
uh-huh.
one thing that I didn't get, that, you know, absolutely you are a pretty woman, but you also, the almost total consensus was that you have a pretty attitude as well, as long as it's not, you know what I'm saying, is if they don't mess with you, you ain't messing with them. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you know, gotta you gotta ask for it to get it.
I'm a very, I think that, I think that people are, you know, confused a little bit when it comes to that. You got it, but I think that people are a little confused when it comes to that because they see my social media and then they see, you know, like other girls' social media, and it's like I feel like people look at me and they think that I'm an airhead or, you know, like I just got the looks or, you know, whatever. I don't know, whatever. But um I'm actually very intelligent, very smart. I am a very nice person, but you know, mm, it can definitely, you know, go there. I've definitely had to step out of my element um, a couple times. I hate that, you know, it had to be on the internet, but that's because it came for me on the internet, you know.
Right.
Um, but I can't control people being intimidated, jealous, insecure. Like, them your fucking problems, not mine. Don't
Right.
bring it over here. Like, deal with that shit. Seek help, you know? Don't fuck with me because, you know, you got shit going on. So, um, yeah, I'm a very nice person. You know, I love kids. I don't know how to hold babies, but I love kids. You know, I like people and I, I treat people how they treat me. Like, literally. If you know, you acting shady, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Like, you got one time to make me feel, you know, like you were goofy or you weird and you will never talk to me again. But you know, you're nice and well, the thing with me is I don't know. It's hard for me to tell the difference between someone wanting to genuinely, you know, be a part of my life or be friends or, you know, be cool or whatever versus someone that genuinely wants to get to know me and be a part of my life and also have a motive, you know, like that's hard for me to tell. And you never see me post anything like my personal life. And that's for a reason because I'm not a private person, but like I said, I live a complete life, like outside of this car shit, you know, like my car isn't everything to me. I love my car, you know, I push the shit back over my car, but at the same time, like there's other important things in my life that require my attention.
What
So,
do you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good.
What do you think is the most common misconception about you?
I don't know. I think that there's, I don't know. And I say I don't know because I don't listen to outside noise, you know? Like, I can't do anything about how you feel about me, what you think about me. Like, shit like that is not paying my bills. You know, I rather focus on shit that is paying my bills, contributing to my peace, and, you know, helping me become a better version of myself. Like, I've heard wild ass rumors about myself. I've heard, when I say wild, I mean wild. Like, it's like because people don't have access to me or they don't know me and they don't know anything about me, they just make shit up. And, you know, for me, it's like if I pay attention to that shit, it's taking my attention away from shit that actually matters. So
Right.
I really don't know like what that could be. I don't know. I feel like everything I do is authentic,
Right.
honestly. Um, I feel like I'm in a what is it called? I feel like I'm in a lane by myself, you know, like
You're in your own little bubble.
I wouldn't say I'm in my, I mean, I am, but I don't mind other people being in my bubble if you're 100. Like, if you ain't gonna be 100, you gotta get the fuck away from me.
Listen, you have said so many things that lets me know that like we are on the same page. Because if it's not making me happy,
Yeah.
making me better, or making me money, I ain't trying to be on that type of time. And then the
And
other thing,
go ahead.
go ahead. The other thing was the trust issues. It's hard to know if people and for me, because we're females in mostly male dominated sport or lane or whatever,
Mhm.
it's hard to know because I don't have a good gauge on if you're just being nice to me because you're a nice person or you're being nice to me because you want something. You know what I'm saying? I don't do well with that initially, but when I figure it out, I'm like you gotta go. I can't do it.
Yeah, and I hate that, you know, I hate that I'm one of those people where like I don't believe in second chances. I really don't because for me, I, I wouldn't do that dumbass shit in the first place. Like, but you know, also I have to understand that everyone isn't going to react the way I do. Everyone isn't going to do things how I do things. I'll also take that into consideration. But I just feel like some shit you just gotta show me one time and that's it. Like it's fine. Like,
Right.
I, but yeah, I just you know, I feel like I make everything I do look good. But it's really hard. Like detailing, it's hard. It's hard for me because you know what? I do know what the biggest misconception is. I feel like people want to sexualize me bad, like bad. And I don't want to let these niggas touch me if that was the last thing on earth. Like I just wouldn't. The
I,
way that the way that people talk to me, like DMs, I see that shit all the time, and it's like me. Like I said, I move so freely. You know, like there's no limitations to anything that I do. I can do literally whatever I want to do. Literally anything that I want to do at any given time, any day. But um, I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you find that social media popularity makes it hard for a personal life?
um, personal life, like as far as like a relationship or just
Well, you
personal life.
told me I wasn't supposed to ask about, but yes.
Well, no, there's like no behind the scene reason why I said that. I said that because that's like a question I get so much, and it's
Right.
like, stop asking. Like, stop asking. But, but yeah, there's no reason like why I said, you know. But are you saying like in a relationship type of way or just in general?
I mean, we can go with relationship and in general. Like I feel like well, for me, I tell people all the time social media is a blessing and a curse because it's a blessing in the way that if you run a business and you advertise, you can make a lot of money on social media. But it's also sometimes a curse because of the things that it brings with it. You get what I'm saying? People feel like these Twitter fingers, you could just send something to your DM and hit send. Most of the time, if it's over there, I'm not going to accept it, but I saw it. You get what I'm saying? Why
Oh,
did you even say this? This is
I see
stupid.
it all. I see it all. Like the dick pictures, girls sending me pictures of their vaginas, like all type of wild shit. And it's like, no, seriously, like that's what I mean by like I feel like I was saying before, I move so freely. So in my mind, like I can literally post whatever I want. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but it's like I'm not going to apologize or try to um, cover myself or what is the word? There's a word for that. Um, when, when you're when you want to say something but you don't say something. What is that?
Um, hmm.
What is that? Oh,
Sugarcoat.
oh, okay. I'm not gonna filter myself. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna not be me. Like I look good as fuck, and you know, if I'm working out, I'm gonna post my workouts. Like, and it's like I post what I post, and niggas act like they never got their dick wet before. That's annoying. Like that's annoying. Like the post, good job. You know, you're doing great. You look nice. Like I see the muscles coming. Like say some shit like that. But you know, like all this extra shit. Like it's disgusting. But that's what I mean by I feel like people just want to sexualize me. Like, you know, the rumor going around saying that I had an OnlyFans. Please show me a video. Like, it all goes back to, you know, people just saying anything because they don't know shit, you know?
Right.
So, but as far as, you know, misconceptions, I just feel like that's one of the main things. And it's like, damn, like, I feel like sometimes there's been a couple times where I posted workouts and it's like I'll delete them because or there was a video that I posted. There was a video that I posted like 2 months ago and I was in leggings, but I was looking in the mirror when I was recording myself. I wasn't looking at the camera, I was looking in the mirror, which was to the right of me. Um, and everyone just made a big deal out of it, and I wasn't even paying attention to, like I said, I just post because, you know, like I want to post what I want to post, but then it's just like stop. It's like I can't even do that because people just extra.
Hmm. Yeah, I know a little bit about that. um, so what's the hardest part for you um about being in the car world?
Um, I don't want to. I'm not gonna say it's like the hardest thing, but I feel like people trying to tell me shit about my car and don't know shit about my car.
Right.
Like my blower, for instance, is insanely loud. Like this shit is overwhelmingly loud. It took me a minute to get used to it when I first heard it, but now, like, I'm so used to it. I hear it, but I don't, you know? Um, and this guy, like, he was hearing my blower, but he was trying to say that it was my stereo making noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's always like a guy or that's just like, oh well, let me tell you about this. You need to do this and that to your car, and like you need to put this in your car. You need to go this route, and you need to go do like. And then I asked the guy. I said, can you even tell me what blowers on my car since you know so much? Couldn't say anything.
Mm.
Didn't even know. So I mean, or it's like sometimes I'll sometimes I like pull over onto the side of the road to like eat while I'm driving because I'm like really hungry, and it'll be like someone, and I'll just be like, you need help, or like I know this, and I can fix this, and it's just like you don't even know the half of shit that's in my car right now. But um, I don't think that any of it's hard for me. Um, I just think that people, I think that because I don't put too much out about myself, like you have people on this app that, you know, cry on the internet or, share, that their husband just, you know, cheated or their husband cheating on them or, they wife left them. And I just feel like I'm just one of those people where I don't put shit like that on the internet. Like you couldn't pay me to get on the internet and post a video of me crying.
They overshare.
And it's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Because
Right.
how I see it is you're gonna get people that, comment and they're gonna say, like, keep your head up. Keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up, sis. You'll make it through. But I feel like those are the same things that you will hear from your parents or people in your family. So why are you getting on the internet? We aren't gonna
Right.
help you. Like I just feel like when you let people into your life, your personal life, that that gives them that puts other people in a position to speak on, like things that are going on in your life, and
Right.
don't nobody know shit about me. So, yeah.
You open yourself up to the court of public opinion. But as a female in the mostly male dominated, it's fabricate. They're gonna fabricate. I'm gonna tell you. I was telling one of the other girls, I can't tell you how many of these men they say I done slept with, and I ain't never seen these men naked. You get what I'm saying? Like it's weird, cause I'm like, bro, like, okay, cool, whatever you say, whatever you say.
I've I know women that are in the car community that have that's had people like put bodies on them and never even met this person in their life, and it's just sick. Like um it goes back to like rumors that I've heard about myself, and it's kind of hard to do X, Y, and Z with somebody, and I don't even know what their name is. Never seen them. How
Right.
how? Um, But yeah, I mean, it comes with this shit though, you know. I'm used to it. I hate that I have to say that I'm used to it, but I'm used to
Yeah.
it. None of this shit moves me, you know. I feel like a lot of people post, you know, for validation. I don't need the internet to be validated. I don't need my car to be validated. I don't need my other car to be validated. All I need is myself. Like I don't need none of this shit. I'm still popping outside of social media, you know.
I
I'm
know that's right.
just being honest. But yeah, like I'm just very selective of I've been cool with a lot of people. I can honestly say that all the people that I've been cool with,
Hmm.
I do not fuck with. And that shit taught me a lot.
Wow.
I want to say I probably have I'll probably have two friends, two people that I would actually consider to be like an actual true friend.
In the
Now,
car world or just period?
um, one of them is in the car world. Yeah,
Okay.
one of them is in the car world. But yeah, and that's fine with me. You know, like every time. No, I'm not gonna say every time because obviously one of my friends is a female. But the times that I've been friends or cool with women, like it's just always been envious,
Right.
like on the low, always, always. And these are people, you know, like the old me. You ever, you ever see? It's like a meme, and it's like Kim Kardashian crying in like one corner, and then it's like her turning into Future.
Hmm.
And it's like when, you know, when I was 22, 23, I don't know why I would like take friendships like to heart so much,
Hmm.
but maybe because like I'm no longer in St. Louis and like I miss St. Louis all the time. But since I live here in Dallas, you know, like I don't have any family here. Just like I didn't have any family when I was living in New York City. So um, I guess that's why I'm a very loyal person. So, and I'm genuine as well with no motives. But I think that's why, you know, like I would take friendship so serious because, you know, if you're in my space, you're like my sister. You're like someone that, you know, I'm actually related to. So, but, you know, everyone's raised different. You know, everyone has traumas that they haven't dealt with. People be having fucking demons
Right.
and they're not equipped. They're just not mentally there to give you what you give them. You know, all they can think about is what you can give them. And that's not friendship.
I think it's because a lot of people are just naturally takers.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're naturally a giver,
Uh-huh.
you really got to be careful because takers are givers are like magnets, and takers just come stick to them if you don't figure out that they're a taker. Once you figure it out, though, you got to get them from around you because if you don't, they don't have any limits. They just gonna keep taking, 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 and you'll keep giving, giving, giving because you're a giver. So when you figure it out, you just really got to get them from around you.
Oh yeah. And you know, I also hate that I'm this way, but I'm one of those people where I'm not even finna sit up here and explain to you what you did. Like, you don't have to explain yourself. I'm not gonna ask you any questions. I'm not gonna expect anything. You know, I'm just gonna depart and, you know, peacefully.
Right.
But
Peacefully.
peacefully, unless, you know, they wanna make it not peaceful, you know. I've also had to deal with that. I think for me, I'm just like you said, you know, I'm a very calm. I don't really. shit, like some like it has to be like some it has to be like weird some real wild shit for me to like really react. You know, coming from St. Louis, shit is just normal, you know, like I've seen somebody get shot literally right in front of me, you know. I've seen someone like literally get shot in their neck.
Ooh.
And it's like you just not you don't get used to it, but it's like oh damn, that sucks. Not literally that sucks, but it's like damn, different day, same shit.
So it's rough in St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
What?
That's why you had to leave. That's why you had to get out of there.
Um, no, I think it's for me. I think from the people that I've talked to that still live there, it's gotten worse since I've left. When I was still there, you know, my scat pack never got broken into, but it also could be because of where I was living at the time. But um, it wasn't that bad. I think that COVID just fucked up a lot of shit as far as people mentally, you know, like I think that, and then inflation, you know, so it's just everything like making niggas lose their mind.
Mhm. Wow. Um, where do you see yourself in probably maybe the next 3 years?
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Probably on a beach somewhere, to be honest. I've never been to a beach.
What?
I have to a beach. The whole time I was in New York City, I never went because I'm always working.
Right.
Like, seriously, I am always working.
Hmm.
And I hate that I'm one of those people where I'll set goals. And if I haven't like met those goals in like a certain amount of time, like I'll just keep going until those goals are met. And like all the vacations and stuff like that stuff can wait, you know?
Right.
But I think I think for me, it's also the fact that, you know, like if I wanted to go see a beach, like I could move there, you know,
Right.
like I could literally go wherever I want. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've traveled, don't get me wrong. I've just never seen a beach. Like,
Hmm.
I've been to places like Miami. I've been to Miami plenty of times, but I never went to the beach. Like,
Go to the
I've
beach,
been to
man.
the
You
places
tripping?
I've been to the places that have beaches, but I just never went.
You gotta go to the beach, man. You tripping? You know where what would be a nice calm beach for you? Maybe Hilton Head. Because if you go to Miami, you probably gonna have to be covered up. But if you go to Hilton Head or somewhere like that, it'll be calm. It'll be like, you know what I mean? You can go chill for a minute and hang out and get a villa on the beach, and you'll be all right. But certain beaches, it's gonna be a lot. One of the fans wanted to know, would you ever consider driving a big rim car?
Oh, can you please go? Cause you're moving my camera. Um, Probably not.
No, you're not into you don't like the big rim cars.
I like how some of them look, but as
Hmm.
far as me driving one, negative.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. No, but there's nothing wrong with them. I actually like how they look.
Hmm.
Some of them, like you know, the ones that are really, really nice looking.
Hmm.
But I,
So you wouldn't get in one of these.
but I personally wouldn't. No. Mm-mm.
So we can catch you building a big rim car.
Mm-mm. But something that I do want to build is like an old school Bronco.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's surprising.
yeah. It's a thought, but they're hard to find. Like the older, I mean, the new ones are nice, but you know, I kind of want an old school one.
That's what's up. I'm gonna have to now when I see one, I'm gonna have to send it your way so you can go ahead and get it
Please.
and get that.
I can't find none.
I got you. I
None
run across a
for
lot of colors.
build, I should say.
Hmm. So you want it already built, or you want to build it yourself?
I would want to build it myself.
I got you. I'll take care of that for you. Um, what would you like for your legacy to be?
um, the detailing and the racing, probably just those two.
Hmm.
Um, I don't have kids, but I don't. I want kids, but I just don't see it happening. I just don't see
I
it
was
happening.
trying to ask, do you want kids?
No, serious. No, someone asked that.
No, I said I was just about to ask.
Oh, I want kids, but I just don't see it happening. To be honest, I really don't. I just moved too freely.
Hmm. It's like,
And
but if you got dogs and stuff, that's like having a kid.
my dogs are humans at this point. To be honest, seriously, they really are.
That's like having a kid. You got to
Not
find a babysitter for them when you
I
don't
mean,
want to take them with you.
but that's it. But to be honest, everywhere I go, my dogs are there. Like when I was in Atlanta, my dogs were with me.
Hmm.
Um, when I went back, no, I don't think they were with me that one time I went back to St. Louis. But um, no, my dogs, they're like humans. Like they don't use the bathroom in the house. They're very laid back. They're rough. Like they're like rough, but they're cool. They be
They get
chilling.
it from you. Their vibe is
No,
like yours.
no, it's just funny because like we really do like rough around it. But no, they're good dogs.
Last question. Where can your fans, followers, supporters? I don't know what you. I call my people supporters. So where's
I
the
call people
next?
supporters.
Yeah.
Supportive? Mush mouth. I call people supporters, not really fans. Like I don't consider like I'm a regular person. I pay taxes like everyone else, like have a checking and a savings account like everyone else. I work like everyone else. Like we're all the same
So
people.
I will say this that I tell a lot of the guys because I'm more so outside of my show. I'm more so on the big rim side, and whether you guys, and this applies to you as well, whether you guys want to believe it or not, to some people, you guys are celebrities, and I don't know. I mean, I don't even know
How?
if because it's like a safe to think about. Let me think of one of my favorite, Idris Elba, right? I see him all the time on TV and on movies, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I was to ever see him, I'm not even a starstruck person, but if I was to ever see him like in real life, I would be like, oh man, oh man, you know what I mean?
Okay,
So
but that's
think about
Idris
this
Elba
is a
though.
form of TV, but this is a form of TV to a lot of like. Do you know a lot of people don't watch like regular TV? They watch YouTube and they watch Instagram. Like when people are live on Instagram and watch. Most people, a lot of people don't even watch TV anymore. So what they watch is YouTube and Instagram and other things, not even just regular TV. So when a person sees you and then as your popularity grows, they're like, oh man, that's Nova. Something. Have you ever had somebody come to you in the grocery store or in somewhere and be like, are you Nova?
I can't go anywhere.
See?
I can't
And
go
you're not a
anywhere.
celebrity?
I can't get gas.
Oh, they
What
said you're an influencer instead of a celebrity. I'll go for that, influencer.
I mean, you ask me, I just post. I just post on Instagram. That's it. Like that's really it. But no, I really can't go anywhere. You know, it's either someone spots the car, or someone spots me from a mile away with the hair. You know, um, I really can't go anywhere. But no, I appreciate that though. You know, like I take it in. You know, embrace it. But like I said, this stuff like isn't everything. You know,
It's
so I don't.
not.
I don't allow myself to get too caught up into it. Um, but no, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the people that be getting on people's ass when it come to me. But
Right.
yeah, um,
It's weird. I can say that. I'm not even, I don't
what's
even
weird?
think it's weird to go in a restaurant and somebody says, "Are you KP?" And I'm like, I'm trying to get some food. Yes, I am. I follow you and then that just lets you know you never know who's watching you. Because like people,
Oh,
the most unsuspecting people. I was in Vegas at the taping of Street Outlaws, and this Caucasian man said, "I've been following you for a long time," and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know what I'm saying? I would have never thought that. I didn't know. So you know, it's weird to me. It's just weird.
yeah. Yeah. It the only thing that I don't like, so it goes back to the whole like me being friends with women and the whole envious thing. So there will be times where I'll be out shopping or I'll be out eating or just whatever, downtown Dallas or wherever, and I'll be walking with my homegirl at the time or whoever, and people will stop me and talk to me about my hair, but like won't acknowledge the person that I'm with.
Right.
And I just feel like, it is, I get that it's an in the moment thing, but that's rude, you know? Especially if I'm like walking with someone and I'm talking and you just come up to me and start a whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. You can at least, I mean, you can have a conversation with me, that's fine, but at least acknowledge the person that, I'm with and that I'm talking to. But my point is for saying that would happen a lot. And I think that it would happen so often to the point where people just didn't want to go out with me or didn't want to fuck with me no more because they weren't being noticed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But, there's only so much I can do in that situation. And when people would do that, when they would start talking to me and they would like start a conversation, I would just say, like, well, this is so and so, and then it's that, hi, how are you? But I feel like you should have started off with that. Like, why did I have to, but even still, the times that I've done that, girls just, they make up that shit in their head and just run with it. And it's like, all right, see ya.
I think that all goes though to people being in tune with their star player. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter who I'm walking with, I'm me. And that okay, because you didn't acknowledge me, I'm still me after that conversation.
But,
So
and I agree 100%, but everyone doesn't think that way, For me, and there's been, no, I don't know. I want to say that there's been a time when I've been walking with someone else and like that person was approached by someone and then that person like didn't acknowledge me. It didn't make me feel no type of way. Like
me either.
I don't
Okay.
care. But yeah, I mean, everyone just doesn't think that way. People have insecurities that they don't even know that they have until like the moment comes, and you're in that situation. But Um, yeah, that's just like I said, that's just some shit you got to figure out within yourself.
Right.
I can't, I can't help you with that. I can only do what I can do. And what I did, was, hey, this is so and so, in case you haven't noticed. And if that isn't enough for you, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Have you always worn your hair like that?
I used to wear it in a bun all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that when I got the car, because when I was in college, I had the fro. It was smaller, but I had the fro. Um, and then, well, no. So when I was in high school, my senior year of high school, my hair was like straight. Like I would wear it like to the back. Like it would just be straightened down my back. And then I went to college, had the fro, and then I was wearing that, and I got braids for like 2 years, I believe, straight. Not like I would get them done and then redone and redone, not just wearing braids for 2 years straight without taking them out. I said that to somebody once, and they were just like, "You never took them down, huh?" But um, yeah. And around the time when I got the car, well, no, I was wearing a bun after that, and then when I got the car, that's when like all the traction started. And I've just been wearing it like this. But I just recently started wearing it in a bun because it's starting to get hot here
Mm-hmm.
in Texas. And,
Mm-hmm.
the detailing, it's a lot. But, and then there would also be times where it would be windy and I would spray like chemicals on cars and the shit would like come up on my hair. And because my hair touches my face, it'll like get on my face and break my face out like
Right.
it kind of is right now. But yeah.
I know it's gonna be. Listen, I came to Texas one year in July for a race. I
Uh-huh.
almost died. I said no.
Honestly, I feel like Louisiana is hotter though.
Mm-hmm.
Like Louisiana is scorching hot. It's worse than Texas. When I went there to race, it's like when you're sticky and you're just sweaty and you're hot, it was like that times five. Like I was drinking my sweat at the track. It was disgusting. It was really bad. But yeah. But I'm also one of those people where I'd rather be like hot than cold. So like in the winter, I mean in St. Louis it's worse, but here in Dallas, the winters aren't that bad. Um, but I'll have my heat up like on 90. I am like a cold person, like seriously. Like in the car, in our cars, like the heat gets hot. Like it's not warm, like it's hot as fuck. But um, yeah, I'm definitely like one of those need to be warm people. I don't like wind. I don't like being cold or nothing like that.
So, if you haven't already, built your dream car, I think you talked about the Bronco. Is that your dream car to build?
Um, Probably wouldn't make my dream car. My dream, that would just be like a project slash, wow, I really built this, or I got it built, or, it's an old school car, but I like brought it back to life type of thing. Um, but if I were to, were you asking me would I build a dream car or what is my dream car?
What is your dream car to build?
Um, it wouldn't be a car to build. I would probably just like trade my other car, not the Charger, but I'll probably just trade in my other car for like a Porsche or something.
Porsche. Okay.
Yeah,
Porsche car, Porsche truck.
car.
Okay.
Um, But then again, probably not because it's like I already have a sports car.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's still, there's the whole G-Wagon that I wanted, but I went on the website to price and build, and it's saying that shit like you can't even like order them, or like something's like backed up or something. I can't remember what it said, but um I don't even think that you can order those right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. My like I'm fine with what I have, so I'm kind of just indecisive with it, but I don't know. I have no idea. Then it's like a part of me wants a Range Rover.
So you just indecisive at this point.
I really am. But I mean, I'm 25, like I have so much time, and like right now just focus strictly on business.
Yeah, you're just a baby. But the one thing I do respect about you, yeah, to me you are a baby. Listen, I'm
I feel
so much older than you.
old. I feel
Mm,
old. I feel
mm-mm.
old.
I will be 46 Monday.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. But one thing I do, not just one thing, but one of the things that I do respect about you is you are on your grind. You are on your hustle. You understand, you know what I'm saying? You understand the assignment. You understand, you know, if you want to have it, you got to hustle. You get what I'm saying? And everybody thinks when you say hustle, you're talking about doing something illegal, but you on your grind. You get what I'm saying? So I really respect that. I respect anybody on their grind, but there's a special place in my heart for a sister that's on her grind. You get what I'm saying? So for that, I believe in giving people their flowers while they're here. So I definitely want to give you your flowers for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Um, so anything else you want us to know before we get out of here? I don't have any more questions for you. Anything you wanna say? You want us to know?
Um, well, I am hosting, well, me and my friend are hosting an event in St. Louis this summer. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about that. I feel like people have been asking me, well, that, and I feel like people have been asking me to do an event back home in St. Louis, but also I, well, actually, I have been at an event back home in St. Louis back in 2021 in June. But I feel like since then, I've been involved in everything in so many other states. I feel like it's time to, do something back home. So I'm excited about that. Like, really, that's shit that keeps me up at night.
You know what I
That in my
just thought
business.
about? What I just thought about? You when you make your commercial for the thing, you gotta put that song, "Coming Home, Tell the World." I don't know, I can see it right now. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make a reel and I'm gonna send it to you so you
Okay.
can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So when is that event?
I don't want to say the date yet,
Okay.
but I'll let you know. I'll let you know after the
Okay.
live.
Okay.
I don't want to
All
say the
right.
date yet.
So when you put it out to the world, just make sure you let us know so that we can, if even if we can't make it, at least we can support by reposting. One question I have for you is, do you have merch? If you do, how do people purchase it?
You know, it's on me. It's on me because I've had two merge people,
Okay.
and I am so just particular about everything, and I hate that. I hate that, but I don't. And I've had two merge people, and every time that it's time to like come up with the designs, like I'll just forget, or it just never happens. And they'll like hit me up and be hitting me up and be hitting me up, and it's like I never take time to, like, I'll see it and it's just like, okay, I'll message them back later, because again, like I prioritize certain things, like
Mhm.
that can wait, but I also end up forgetting, and it just it doesn't get done. But I'm wanting to do that.
I got an idea. I'll tell you when we talk after for about the event you're having. So I got a great idea. I think it might resonate with you. But that was all I had. Go
So
ahead.
the event, well, yeah, I'll just tell you after the live.
Okay. So that was all I had for you. I wanted to tell you thank you for sitting down, taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to me and answer the supporters' questions. I really had a good time. I hope you did as well. And hopefully you was able to get everything off your chest. Anything else you want to say before I let you go?
I just wish people would stop playing with me. That's it.
I thought that's right.
But no, nothing else.
So you know the dunk guys was like, oh, she need to be in a vert. That hair need to be in a vert. I was like, I'll let her know. I was like, do you want me to tell that girl she needs to be in a vert with her hair just flying? They was like, yes, tell her.
I'm crying.
Have you ever been in a vert?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
All right.
I
A vert on South Beach would be amazing.
haven't.
But anyway, I appreciate you, man. I really did have fun. I hope you did as well. So I'm gonna let you have the rest of your night back because I know you're a busy lady. And we'll talk again soon, and we will see you at the next event that you're scheduled to be at.
All right. We'll see you. Take
All right.
care.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
So, guys, if y'all missed any of tonight's episode of Rides and Vibes, you can catch the replay on YouTube. Click the link in my bio and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you comment, like, share, and, of course, subscribe. Today's episode was sponsored by Green's Cuisine. Make sure that you go follow them on Instagram, and make sure you let them know that KP sent you. Go spam their page right now. Tonight's guest was The Real Nova. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her if you aren't already. And thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Rides and Vibes. Have a good night.